To further along my Ag and Art brand, which I have the Ag and Art Film Festival and the Ag and Art magazine, I had this idea to do an Ag and Art Earth Day celebration because in Vacaville they don't already have one, which is shocking to me. Okay, so we're here at Andrews Park and we're just early stages of setting up right now. The bands are setting up, the food's setting up, vendors are setting up. We're setting up the ag tent right here. It's a huge area. It's really great. Lots of grass. Over there is the stage where School of Rock will be performing. Yeah, so there you go. I figure I'm going to narrate the rest of this just because it makes it easier for me. So this globe Earth blow up thing, Brooke ordered it the last minute on Amazon, and it turns out like the most popular thing. And when they were pulling it around, they actually pulled out the thing so the air started to come out of it. But anyways, it was really popular. And these are all like the parents of the School of Rock kids. It's really fun. And then we also had a second band down in the Plaza, the Live Music Center. They're very good. Both of them are very good. I love both of the bands. And so in the plaza is where we had the food trucks. We had this little train that was giving people rides. And then I'll show you more food trucks in a minute because now we're into the ag tent. And I had envisioned this being much fuller, but I think people didn't know it was way in the back over here. So next year I'm going to do this more around in the plaza where the food trucks were. I think that makes more sense. And then maybe do it in a schedule with the band that's in there. Because these were great talks. I mean, Alexis giving a regenerative agriculture talk. We have Sherry Mendez giving Raising Kuni Kuni Pigs talk. And then Sustainable Solano. Stephanie was a Sustainable Solano. I mean, they're amazing. I love them. And she did a full demo of like how to have zero waste cooking. Because in California, you can't throw away food in regular trash anymore. It has to be in a compost bin. And so she was kind of giving people ideas of things that they could do, how they can make food last longer, and then what they can do with the scraps.
Another area is the one that I work in, which is local food. Hi, welcome. We're doing a little cooking demo if you want to join. To take the core out and throw it away. For our recipe here, we're going to use a little chunk of the cauliflower.
Okay. Isn't that pretty, a purple cauliflower? I just think that's so pretty. So she basically made it vinegary.
Yeah, maybe this is
I'm pickled it. Vinegary.
I pickle everything. I love everything.
You pickle. Basil, however, does not like the cold. So if you do this with basil, you want to just keep it on the countertop. And my basil will last for like a week minimum. So
that's where I went wrong.
Do you put your herbs in a glass of water?
Basil
I think that's a great idea.
brown and starts to wilt when it gets too cold. So the parsley and the cilantro like the fridge, but the basil does not.
So then we had all the vendor setups in the circumference of the grassy area, which next year we're going to do more stuff to get people out into the middle there, and like maybe a big tent or big, huge, like oversized games like Connect Four or checkerboard or something on the grounds there, or an inner circle of vendors. We're trying to think of ways to draw more people out into the grassy area instead of, some of the vendors were like, oh, maybe you should condense it. And I'm like, well, that's how every other event is that's here. So no, I don't want to do that. I want to utilize the big grassy area and I want to go big. And so I knew we weren't going to be able to go as big as we wanted to in the first year, but second year we've shown everybody what we can do now. So hopefully we'll get bigger sponsors, more money, get radio ads, and we'll be able to fill up that center. Maybe get a big draw band out there, use the stage differently. I don't know, something.
You're not gonna run with it?
Oh, you want me to? What do you want me to
No, I'm just kidding. I just started video. Ben's gonna
and
run
I
with
forgot
the
to tell you,
ball.
we had Subaru bring an electric car out. They were one of our sponsors. It's called the Subaru Solterra, and it's a fully electric SUV. It was really nice, and I wanted to look at it, but every time I went there, somebody was there. And so I was like, okay, I'll come back. And then, of course, the event was over, and I was like, oh my God, I never went back to look at the Subaru Solterra. And then the electric bike company, HMP Bikes, well, it's electric scooters. There I am on there. They let people take them for test rides around, which was really cool. I liked that. I mean, this earth got thousands of hours of playtime. It was really insane. And then we ended the night at this place called the Main Grape. That's a new place on Main Street in downtown Vacaville. And it is so good. And I'm like trying to think of how to incorporate this place into the film festival in September, because it was just like right down Main Street from the theater. And I'm just like, oh my God, it was so fun there. And they have food and it was really good. And then we had, they had great wine selection, but they also have like, what did they have? Like a margarita with port wine. I mean, it was incredible. I know it sounds crazy, but it was very good. And the next day we had 2 write-ups. The Reporter is the Vacaville newspaper. And I like the headline, "The Community Flocks to Earth Day Festival," which was great because it was so spread out. It probably looked like at times there weren't that many people there, but there were lots and lots of people who came. I mean, I didn't even get to record all of it. A lot of my recording was like early just because that's when I could go around. But the rest of the time I was, either in the ag tent, working on that whole thing or other stuff. So I didn't get a chance to get it when there was a lot of people. And then the Daily Republic also did an article, which I was really grateful because that's bigger. That's like Solano County. So that goes Vallejo, Fairfield, Dixon, and Vacaville. Then the next day on Sunday, after we were done packing up, I didn't have any more video or pictures. But the next day was the Suisun Valley, which is the next valley over from Vacaville. There's Pleasance Valley in Vacaville, and then the next valley over in Fairfield. It's called Suisun Valley, and there's all these wineries. And the first place we went to pick up our tickets, well, let me tell you first, they have a Suisun Valley Passport Sunday. So on Sundays, the big event of the year, and basically, you can go to all these, you buy a ticket, they sold out in one day. You buy a ticket and you check in at your first place, and then you go around and you taste all the wine. It was really great, really fun. But we started at Il Fiorello Olive Oil Company in Fairfield. So we did an olive oil tasting, and then they had like wine spritzers out on their patio. It was really nice. Beautiful day. And then they have like this oversized Checkers, which is what I want maybe in Andrews Park next year. But look at the views. I mean, doesn't it just look like you're like in Europe somewhere? I mean, it's so beautiful. It was a really pretty day.
She wants me to have
And
my
then
moment.
this is Brooke just swinging around in the chair at Kima Suisun, which is really
I like that
pretty.
they're tethered down, so you're not going to go all crazy and break the glass.
It's actually,
You're in my video now.
Where do you live?
Fairfield.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is this,
Down the street.
This isn't your first time here, then?
No.
Okay. No way, man.
Not his first time in the suspension chair or whatever.
See you next time.